as we start moving into more roller skiing, it's really important that we start doing this correctly. Now, first of all, I just want to say a couple of things that many of you, well, certainly Sam knows about this, but many of you may have been around when Willie Neal from Jackson was killed while he was roller skiing. Roller skiing is an incredibly dangerous activity, not just because you crash. Every year somebody crashes and gets all kinds of road rash, which sucks. But in addition to that, it's a dangerous activity because we're on the roads. In addition to that, anytime you make a car really nervous or cut them off, even if you don't get hit, even if nothing bad happens at that moment, often in multiple places, Leadville being one of them, multiple places, if you scare a car too much up with roller skiing, then the cops will decide you can't roller ski anymore. So we really have to be really thoughtful and careful about what we're doing with our roller skiing, how we're approaching our roller skiing, what we wear, and how we go about it. Oh, one other thing I was going to say is during my ski career, there's been multiple people killed roller skiing. And there aren't that many people roller skiing. So I don't know, I tried really hard to find some stats on that, but nobody keeps stats on roller ski fatalities. So that wasn't a possibility. But I did find an interesting thing that Bjorn Dahle ended his ski career. Remember Bjorn Dahle being the best cross-country ski racer of all time. His ski career was ended on a roller ski when he was roller skiing, and he tried to avoid a car and he fell and he hurt his back. Now granted he's racing again, but he ended his international racing career basically at that point. So once again, roller skiing is a little bit dangerous. I'm going to put here, I'm just showing you Rollerski Safety. We're going to actually go by some of these. A couple of things we want to say is that this is really important, really, really, really important, and it's a safety concern. So these are not negotiable, and here's the thing, we're not going to yell about them, and we're not going to be mad at you. We're just going to take points, your practice points away when you are doing any of these things that we don't want you doing. So we're going to say you always wear a helmet and a vest. You have to always wear a helmet or a reflective something. Well, now that it's dark in the mornings when we're roller skiing, you have to wear you have to wear a reflective thing and a helmet or lights. If you have a light, that's great. If you don't, then that's what you don't have. When we're roller skiing in the daytime, then you have to wear a very bright shirt. You have to do this. If you show up and don't wear these things, you're going to lose a point because we cannot mess around with this. It's dangerous, and we have lots of cars that are very unhappy with us already. Just going through here, these guys are saying wear gloves. I think gloves are a great idea because then if you fall, you don't tear the crap out of your hand, and that's always a good thing. You also want to check your roller ski wheels, make sure that the wheels seem fine, the rolling fine, Then also, the other things, I'm not going to go through all these, but I'm going to post these so that you can see it. You also want to make sure that you are being very careful about the cars. So one thing is that we want you to always ski single file. We want you to always ski with traffic, and we don't want you, on Mine Street when you go out, there's no reason to be outside of the white line. Try to stay inside the white line, period. If you're out wandering in the middle of the road, we're going to take points away because we've had some close calls even already this fall, and we don't want anybody getting hit. It's just no fun for anybody. So that's some of the things we want to do. When a car is approaching, you get over and you either double pole or you stop on the side of the road while they go by. Generally, double polling is fine. We're generally double polling anyway, right? So it's not a big deal, but just make sure you get out of their way because sometimes they don't even know how far out they don't understand what your motion is. It's really different than a bicycle, so they don't understand how you're moving, and sometimes they will get a little too close and they'd be easy to clip you. I know this has happened, people got nearly clipped. So we're just going to be really careful with this. And then finally, if you're stopping on the side of the road, try to get off the side of the road as far as possible, maybe even off the pavement. It's just a smarter thing to do. Cars really get confused when there's groups of people standing on the side of the road. And think about what we're doing at night. We're at 6 o'clock in the morning on Fridays. People are tired. It's the end of the week. Just let's give them a break. They don't always know it, and they don't have a clue what you're doing out there. So we just want you to be safe, and we want to be able to keep roller skiing. And so those are the two main goals here.